Good afternoon, this is Andrew Mount at sunny but cold Southwell on Wednesday the 5th of February. I've already put up a couple of bets in my blog on GG.CO.UK, Equiday, an alarming drifter, and the well-backed Mocassar. I'm hoping for some late support for Equiday, but I also want to talk about some of the earlier races on the card and give you some pointers for those. We start with the 130, a 7-runner 5 furlong handicap. Now, I often talk about the draw in these races and what a big advantage it is to be drawn very low, even in small fields such as this. Now, it didn't pan out at the meeting last week with Triple Spear winning from stall 7 of 7, but since the start of last year, 30 of the 76 5 furlong races have been won by stalls 1 or 2, and it's certainly going to help to be drawn low, I believe. Now, the odds-on favourite Mulzim's coming out of 3, he's going to be hard to beat, but I'm looking to play this race without the favourite. Now, Big Amigo from stall 1 ran well at a big price here last time after a break. However, his stable Marjorie Fife has gone 155 days and 59 runners since a winner. So I'm going to take that one on with Big Time Maybe coming out of stall 2. Around about 22 to 1 in the straight market, but you can get 11 to 1 without the favourite at Hills, or 10 to 1 with Bet365, and that 10 to 1 can be bet each way a quarter 1-2. So Big Time Maybe could finish third if Mulzim's in the first couple, and you could still draw. So I'm going with Big Time Maybe without the favourite in the 130. So he's had 2 runs here, well beaten last time out, but probably needed the run after a break, and he won on his only other course and distance outing. Moving on to the 2 o'clock race, 5 furlongs again, this time only 3 runners. You have to excuse me here while I talk over the noise of the tractors who are just harrowing the track as we speak. Now, we've got a well-backed favourite here in the shape of Ladies Beluga for Carl Burke, trading at odds on, impressive here last time out, and she's probably going to be hard to beat again. She's very interesting on breeding. She's a showcasing Dancilly cross. They've had 36 runs here, 9 winners for a profit of £28.57. However, it might just be worth playing this race without the favourite again, in the shape of Garsman, who's making his debut for the yard of Mick Appleby. Now, Mick Appleby does really well with horses he takes over from other yards at the first time of asking. This well-documented system has thrown up a profit of over £330 to a £1 level stake over the years. Now, he's had 22 horses for the Horse Watchers who've come from another yard and made their debut for Appleby. 11 of the 22 won for a profit of over £58. And Garsman from stall 1 here might be able to cause a bit of an upset. He's the 5 to 1 outsider of the field, but perhaps the 6 to 4 without the favourite with William Hill is the way to play him. Moving on to the 3rd race, the 230, a tricky handicap here. Jem Scuttle's on in my tracker because of his eye catcher from stall 9 of 11 here last time out, when he came wide all the way around the outside on a day that you didn't want to be anywhere near that standside rail. He ended up in the swamp on his first start since wind surgery and did well to finish second to Fly True. However, he's drawn 8 this time, a less than ideal draw, and he might end up where the track is deeper yet again. Jockey David Nolan's had 91 rides at Southwell that were drawn in stall 7 or higher, and only 4 of those won for a loss of £68.75 to a £1 stake. So I'm sticking with the Eagle's Nest, who won well here last time out on his 5% debut. Moving on finally to the 230, this is a good novice stakes. And a couple of snippets here. One is the Mackham Rocket for Brian Ellison. Now, he worked on the surface after racing last week and apparently went well, so there's plenty of shrewdies who want to be with the Mackham Rocket. And a system qualifier for me, Big Impact for Robin Brisland. That's it until later in the week. Best of luck if you're having a bet. Cheers.